Hello my friends, you got Mark coming to you tonight on the Garage Guy channel. Tonight is Saturday night, August 29th, 2020. Now back on August 20th, I got the phone call I was waiting for from Highland Arms in Abingdon, Virginia. My Smith & Wesson Model 638-3 had returned from the factory from being repaired. As we can see right here, it is empty. We're good to go. And Smith & Wesson sent a paper saying, you know, what all had been done to it. And simply, it was just two words: sear repaired. They didn't say how the sear had been repaired or if they replaced it or what. It just simply said sear repaired. And as far as I know, it might have been something simple, like they might have been a little burr on it, and they might have took some kind of Dremel tool and smoothed it down. That's all well and good. Now, since I got it back, I haven't been able to put any live rounds through it. I worked some crazy hours, and when I was off from work, the weather was not very cooperative. So I've just been using snap caps. Now, if you'd seen my initial video about this, problems with brand new S&W 638, then you know what happened. But for those of you that haven't seen that, let me run through this quickly. When I first fired this, I put 5 shots through it. The first 4 shots went fine. The first shot was single action, no problem. The second, third, and fourth shots, double action, no problem. What I did learn from it, it's a snappy little guy, jumpy. You got to have a good grip on this. But anyway, after that 5th shot, and I let off the trigger, it wouldn't reset all the way back. I had to take my finger and push it forward. And I put some snap caps in it afterwards, and it did that a few times again. Also, I found the hammer here would not go all the way back in single action at times, and also at times in double action the hammer wouldn't come back. But as far as the function checks go, it's working smooth, and I can tell a big difference in it. I mean, as far as pulling the hammer back requires almost no effort, but I'm not going to be using the hammer. Now, the reason I bought this over the 642 is simple. I like having that option, a single action, especially when practicing. Anyway, let's go ahead and do a function check right here on the camera. Of course, the revolver is empty. It's safe. Point and aim, safe direction. Single action. Pull that hammer back. Almost no effort. Now, we pull the trigger. Barely. I mean just barely. And there's a moth flying around here. Well, anyway, let's look at the reset. Back like a boss. No problems. Now, let's try some double action. And for those of you that's seen my videos about my Ruger revolvers, the GP100 and the SP101, I made the statement, single action is not necessary on those. Well, it's not necessary on this now, believe me. I also mentioned 2 clicks to stage a trigger. Well, this right here is a 1-click job. Let's see if I can do it. Right there. You can hold that all day, just like the Rugers. And to pull back, just barely, I mean barely squeeze the trigger. But that is such a light pull. But then again, that's a staged trigger. Now let's just pull it all the way through. Almost no effort whatsoever. That is not a 10-pound trigger pull right there. It's more like 7, maybe 8 at the most. Now, for what this is, a defensive pocket pistol, you don't want too light of a trigger in double action. No, that could cause some problems. But anyhow, let's do this one more time. Single action. Yeah, all day long, no problem. Much smoother, much lighter. double action, reset like a boss. And don't worry about dry firing. These modern Smiths, you can pretty well dry fire them without any problems. Now stage the trigger one more time. Yeah, I love that. That's really good, especially when training. Now, something some people don't realize, I mean, you can get out and shoot a full-size revolver. It is what it is. But something this small, you don't want too light of a trigger in double action. You got to train with this. You got to practice with it. You got to become proficient with it, or you're liable to have an accidental shooting with it that could affect you for the rest of your life. And I don't want to see that happen to any good person out there. Now, what I will be carrying this in is this Blackhawk size 3 holster. It's a pocket holster. And when I do the first live round shooting video, I'll demonstrate this holster right here. It seems to work very well. If anybody has any better ideas for a pocket holster, please leave a comment. Alright, let me know. I'd love to hear your suggestions. But Smith & Wesson, even though it took well over a month, almost 2 months, they did good by me so far, but the real test is yet to come, okay? Not going to really know that much more about it until I get some live rounds through it. Yeah. Double action. Nice. Stage trigger. Nice. Well, she's back. She seems to work, and so far the function checks have been good, but that's only with snap caps. The real test comes with live ammo. Alright. Hopefully I'll be able to get to that later this week. I'm Mark, GarageGate 79. Hope to catch you people later.